Welcome back for today's college basketball pick video play for February 14, 2019. In this one, talking about this Big Sky matchup between what have been two of the top teams out in that conference this year, the Montana Grizzlies and the Weber State Wildcats. And it seems like almost every year these teams are in the upper tier of the Big Sky. And coming into this one, we're going to give our lean on where we see the better value against the spread. Right now, it's at around a pick-em. Montana on the year 17-6 overall, and they currently stand atop the Big Sky with a mark of 10-2 within league play. Now, Montana, they've gotten a bit comfortable over the past few weeks of action. They've actually had a home-heavy schedule, and they haven't left the state of Montana in their last 5 contests, 4 of these 5 coming at home, and also a competitive win on the road against Montana State during the stretch. And also during this home stretch that the Grizzlies have faced, they played against Weber State, and it was a relatively competitive matchup. The Grizzlies able to pull away right there in the end, beating the Wildcats by a final of 75-68 on the year. Montana, they're averaging around 77 points per game, giving up around 68, so they have a positive point differential of around positive 9 points. Weber State, this is a revenge game for them, and the Wildcats in their last outing coming off a nice win on the road against Northern Arizona, winning that one by a final of 86-71. Now, Weber State hasn't been quite as consistent within the Big Sky as what we've seen from Montana, but they do have a higher ceiling when they're able to play up to their ultimate potential. On the year, they're standing 15-9 overall, and they're 9-4 within league play. And the Wildcats, they have one of the best players in the Big Sky, which makes them a threat in every single game that they play. Jarek Harding, the guard, he's averaging over 21 points per game. And the Wildcats, they play with just a little bit more tempo on average than Montana, averaging over 80 points per game, giving up around 73, and they have a positive point differential of around 7 points. So if we just strictly go by the numbers and then factor in the home court advantage, we would expect Weber State to come in as about 1-point favorite. So we're extremely close to that number. Perhaps Weber State is getting slightly undervalued. These teams played in a relatively competitive matchup, with Montana getting that home court edge. And in the Big Sky, home court can really mean quite a bit, especially for teams like Weber State and Montana. And we think that's going to be the difference maker here. So we're going to side with the home team, taking Weber State as a pick-em to come through on their home court and grab this victory. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our picks for today's action over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.